Hey guys, so Eloise is almost 5 months old and I still have not done her birth story videos, and I think I've been trying to do them like when the time is right and when I look half decent, or maybe a day where the sun's out and I can sit in front of the window and I've got makeup on and she's having a nap, or I don't know, something more like planned and well presented. But nothing goes to plan when you have a baby. So I figured I should just start filming some snippets, and hopefully I can maybe do a few videos, like part 1, 2, 3, whatever, because I am not a short storyteller. I'm a long version, long story storyteller. So I've just finished feeding her and I figured I'm just sitting here. Hey, hi chicken. By the way, she's the best thing ever. So yeah, I guess I'll just start here. Okay. Where do I actually start though? Where do I start the story? Do I start? Okay, let's start from like the end of my pregnancy. So from like 31 weeks, I started getting pretty intense Braxton Hicks, or they felt like period pain, cramps. I think I called them cramps a lot. And like obviously I was still working then, so yeah, over like from 31 weeks to 34 weeks, they just like were tolerable, but slowly, getting worse and worse. And then I finished work at 34 weeks and had my blessing weigh, which was amazing. I highly recommend that. And then 35 weeks we went on a little baby moon, which was the CrossFit like end of year weekend getaway, which was really fun and doable, but I was definitely starting to get like tired and napping again throughout the day, which I hadn't been doing since like early in my pregnancy. Yeah, I know, it's a bit boring just sitting here listening to mummy, isn't it? You just vomited on your shirt, did you? So 35 weeks, yeah, getting a bit more uncomfortable. The cramps were getting more intense, and where are we? 35 weeks. So yeah, then I think I packed my hospital bag when we got back from that trip. So I was still 35 weeks because we only went away for 2 nights. Look at her, she's like fully tries to sit up by herself now. Excuse me, you're so strong. Look at you. She full scratched her face in like her sleep the other night. Hey, who's that? Is that you? So yeah, luckily I packed my hospital bag, and then 36 weeks rolled around and the pain started getting like 10 times worse, like cramps. I was just in so much pain that I thought, oh my God, like, do I really have to put up with this for 4 more weeks? Anyway, trained all up until she came as well. Like I was doing CrossFit twice a week, yoga once a week, Pilates once a week. I wasn't walking very much because I just was in sort of like you know, you're getting to the end of your pregnancy and you start like really puffing a lot and going for a walk, and that was harder than going to the gym or Pilates or yoga. Like I found those things easier. Yes, that's you. Look, that's you there. Do you want me to get you your little bunny rug? Hang on, I'll get you your little bunny rug. Okay. She loves this thing. I think because it's just so easy to hold on to for her. All the other plush toys, you know, is like hard to hold on to because they're too big. Yeah, get it. Yeah, so where am I? 36 weeks. The whole week was pretty miserable. I remember just feeling like in a lot of pain and thinking like, yeah, every day, you know, am I going to have to keep going like this for 3 or 4 or 5 more weeks? Like, you know, if I was going to be 2 weeks overdue or something. So every day I was like, you know, on the phone with my mum, and I'd be in a lot of pain. She's like, do you think the baby's coming? And I was like, I don't know, like the cramps are really bad. And I did have an appointment with the doctor, and he said, you know, that it was all normal, Braxton Hicks or tightenings. And then at 36 weeks and 6 days, I had a midwife appointment, and that's the other thing that happened around this time as well. At like 36 weeks, her movements really slowed. Like, and I also felt, you gonna do a vomit? No. I also felt like while I was in pain, I was also really nervous because of like her movement slowing down, and just thinking the worst, obviously. And then yeah, here's BB. Here's your bunny. Yeah, there he is. She, he, shim, whatever. Yeah, so 36 weeks, 6 days, I had my midwife appointment with Melina, and we basically went over like what happens if I go into labor, what do I do, like if my waters break, and I'd also expressed to her that like I was worried about about Eloise movement slowing down, and obviously she checked her out and everything was perfect, like her heart rate was perfect, and you know, all that stuff, like measurements were great. The whole pregnancy was measuring just perfectly, like not big, not small, just average, like just perfect. My tummy was always measuring like the amount of weeks that I was, like it was just, everything was just perfect. So I was really like felt good about the fact that had all been ticked off, like that, you know, everything was going well and she was well, and basically it's just my body was preparing to go into labor. And at my appointment at 36 weeks and 6 days, Melina said to me, tomorrow you're 37 weeks, go out and celebrate. You've made it to full term. And, you know, in my state at that time, I was like, ugh, you know, it was the last thing I felt like doing. Oh, you're yawning, honey. Are you yawning? Yeah, it's BB. Do you want BB? But yeah, so yeah, seriously was the last thing that I felt like doing. But I did end up booking us a table for the next night so that we could go out and celebrate 37 weeks. And that's what we did. So I might finish that part of the story here and upload this because I don't want these videos to be too long. And then we can just keep adding to it because she's almost 5 months old and I'm only just doing this now. Yeah, I know. I'll go and do some play with you instead of talking. Okay.